Great. Yeah, obviously great win for our program. Big bounce back from, just a weird game against Notre Dame. I mean, it was a rock fight. You don't see those very often. But after that game, we watched the film, and I said, man, there's some good stuff in here. And these guys they've really bought into what we're trying to do, and they were able to. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't sleep for the last couple nights, but they just, from the get-go, I thought we were pretty competitive and trying to get those takeaway threes from those guys, and they're really explosive offense and a good defensive team. I think they're really good, and that's just we needed some guys made some big efforts. Obviously, Ebuka was tremendous, but Ryan going 4 for 4 from 3, very helpful. Chiz playing big bounce back game. He got our film session was as pretty with him after Notre Dame, and he got called out in front of his teammates, and that's such growth where he really improved and just played great, and I'm so happy for him. For us, it's hard to be good. We always have it's hard to be good. It's hard to be a player. There's so many things that can derail you, but you just gotta keep hacking away, and these guys did, and overcame some missed free throws and found a way.
How important was the crowd tonight?
Awesome, great crowd. It was a good crowd against Notre Dame too. So it's been in Northridge actually since post Christmas. So I think that's one of the two biggest things in having a good program, to be honest, is in this day and age, is like you want to have an atmosphere that kids want to come play in. And this is a great barn, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of wood and steel out there, and it can get loud and it's just nice. I have all kinds of season ticket holders that hit me all the time. I've been a season ticket holder for 30 years. I'm like, have you been showing up? I can say they're there tonight. We had some people, and it was great.
All right, Coach, 46% from 2, 46% from 3 going into halftime. So what was the conversation like at halftime, and what was the conversation with Ebuka before the game, knowing he won't have a repeat of the previous game?
You know what? The first one was just about rebounding. Like, we couldn't get a defensive rebound. We were guarding out on the floor great, and that one, Frew is maybe the best offensive rebounder in the country, and they just were coming on the glass, and so we did better job second half, and it's just hard to get rebounds against those guys. And then really, Ebuka, when people ask me about him, like NBA guys or whatever, and I just said, look, I just think he's got a great mindset. And like, he's never too high, never too low. I wasn't that concerned, but I did talk to him. I just told him, I said, look, you're getting a lot of attention. You're doing so well. I said, nothing goes in a straight line forever. There's gonna be ups and downs, and just have some fun out there. That's what I told him. I said, have some fun. I've coached some good players, and you're way ahead of whatever. It's just enjoy the process, enjoy the ride. And actually, I said, I had a guy that just had 18 points and 4 assists in 15 minutes against the Warriors that I coached, and he only played 13 minutes his freshman year at University of San Francisco. So, it's all about the process. Jamari Bouye, I said, Jamari Bouye just did that, so you're fine. I don't even think, you never know with him. I don't think he was stressed about it, but I was like, I'm just going to make, in case he was, because he doesn't talk a lot. I said, just have fun. You're doing great, and you're just going to keep improving. You got to have the right mindset to keep improving, getting better, and he really was competitive. Best thing, he was just really locked in and competed on both ends of the floor. He was just tremendous.
We got to Ryan in this one, and 4 for 4 for 3, just kind of confidence he seems to be gaining.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, he did not play well against Notre Dame, so he bounced back. And he had played well against remember in the conference tournament, he did not play well against Cal, and then he played really well against Louisville, and we lost a close one. So that's part of the process too, and he's been a very reliable guy and doing his job, and he's a great complimentary player. Like, Ebuka's going to draw a lot of attention. Chiz, when he's playing the right way, he's going to draw a lot of attention. He needs to be able to do that. It's like, hey man, I can step up here and knock down some shots, and he did, and he struggled a little rebounding, we all did, but defensively he had to chase McNeely around, and he did a good job in the half court. McNeely got loose in transition a couple times first half, and that wasn't on Ryan. So he's a really good player, and we did a really good job on Conwell and him.
Yeah, Coach, Louisville is very unique in the sense that they have so many good guards. Just kind of, how did you game plan for that? What did you do in practice to prepare for that?
You know what? We Coach Rev had the scout, and he did a great job and just setting the tone. We had to try to keep them out of transition because I think they're probably the best transition team in the country, and we're just going to have to find a way because you're going to have to. You can't take away everything. You're going to have to mitigate what's the lesser of two evils, and we said we're going to take our shot on trying to run McNeely and Conwell off the line, and we did. For the most part, we did a great job on Conwell, and he missed some open ones. He's a heck of a player, and I think the first 10, 12 minutes, Benny did an awesome job on him. And I think he's so strong. He wore down Benny a little bit, and Jeremy we just kind of alternated those guys on him, and Jeremy kind of had a little more juice and did a great job down the stretch.
So, Coach, how important was it to be in single digits for turnovers? However, the assist to turnover ratio was 2 to 3. So,
It's
what's
yeah, you know what?
how do you look at that?
I look at it as they make it hard. They switch a lot of stuff. It's hard for us to get penetration kickouts on them. But ball security is actually more important for us. Is like I told the guys going in this, it's nothing wrong with getting a shot clock violation against these guys. They want pace so much, and we weren't really. And we'll play fast too, obviously. But I was like, just make sure the ball gets side to side and up and down, so we can have some ball movement and make them defend us a little bit. Even they're really good. They have some possessions where we got a break. Ryan hit a 40-footer, but I was like, it's in the shot clock. If he misses everything, it's dead ball. We'll set our defense, and they had to expend some energy. But they're so tough in transition. If you and that's what we did against Notre Dame. I thought we were really, what do you call? I don't know if you'd call it impatient, selfish. We just didn't have very much discipline in an offensive organization, and they were trying to grind. They were grinding us down, and we were going out and shoot quickly. So it was like it was hard for us. So we had more shot discipline there, and hopefully we'll get a few more assists going forward.
Talk about the energy you got from Jeremy tonight.
It was great.
Free throws too down the stretch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been like I said last year, a different level obviously, but he almost won a national championship in Division II. So he likes being in that big moment. And I think. It took Chiz till about mid-January, February last year where he got real comfortable. I hope Jeremy just is kind of following the same suit where, he's seen enough. Going on the road, we have to go on a road now, and that's a different animal. But he's made some big-time shots in his day, and I watched that Ole Miss last night, and their D2 quarterback was pretty good. So I was like, maybe we'll get some magic with Jeremy, but happy for him. Because he really cares about being a good player and good teammate, and he helped us in a big way. That layup he made was huge, and the free throws he made were big. I think everyone's talking about his free throws. The layup he made put us up 4 or something. It was a big-time layup.
Hey, Coach, good segue. Virginia Tech and Virginia coming next. You've played 15 games. You haven't gone anywhere further than Phoenix.
Yeah.
And we saw last year 9-1 here, 2-8, mostly on the East Coast.
Sure.
Are you changing anything to the approach this year? How you travel, when you leave, where you stay, what time you go to bed?
You know what?
Anything like that?
The frustrating part is we're all new cities. It's not like we know what. Actually, are we going to Wake again? So all right, we'll have the Wake trip. We'll have that one. And Notre Dame again. So we'll have those one lined up, but it'll be new travel. The school's been more supportive on the travel stuff, so I think that's going to help a lot. And not minor tweaks. I think, like I said, we had a really tough road schedule with who we played, and I just think we got a lot of 11 guys returning. They know what it takes now. I think last year I described us as astronauts doing something no one's ever done before. We're just kind of doing this thing. So coaches have experience, players have experience, and hopefully that's going to help us as much as anything. I just think you gotta be mind over matter. Got to just deal with it, and it's everyone's favorite question. But we've tweaked some things, but hopefully you just got to get when the ball goes up. We know what to do. We got to compete.
Also wanted to ask about the perimeter defense tonight. I thought it was tremendous while I was down on the floor a little bit, seeing all the denial from catch and shoots, mainly by Okorie, but others as well. Was that just a huge emphasis that they had a season low of makes and attempts tonight?
I'm telling you, they're a really dynamic offense, and especially when that Khalifa out there, and you saw everyone that saw the pass he threw to McNeely when he wrapped it around. Benny's guarding him. He wraps around. Benny's guarding him. He just slides a bounce pass. So we tried to we just did our best. I think we got a good number of deflections and turnovers first, which we've been good there. And it's going to take a phenomenal effort to get those guys. And Ryan had McNeely start like that. That's a tough cover but he's a smart player, and he handled a lot of those situations. And they got us to start the second half with a little play, and Ryan almost got his hand out, but he went under the screen, and that guy just makes you pay every time. So that was a great effort because, like I said, their guards are really good.
Anything else for Coach? All right, open it up for questions.
All right, Ebuka, better start this game and overall good game. So, what was your mindset getting over the hump of that game?
Yeah, I'll just say after watching film, I noticed I need to be more aggressive, whether it's like getting downhill, getting my teammates involved, creating for myself. And I feel like that's what I did today, and it helped us get the win.
Yeah, Ebuka, this is like one of your biggest college basketball games, if not the biggest you've played in your career so far. So just to take that next step and make such a big impact, what does that mean?
It means a lot. I was just happy we got the win. Yeah, I enjoy just competing against all these good teams, and I'm just hoping they just keep improving, and I'm hoping our team just keeps getting better every day.
Chisom, do you feel the pace that Louisville play was more favorable than the way you played?
Yeah, 100%. They play much faster, and kudos to Louisville. They played hard today, but I feel like today we just stuck with our game plan, and we just overall, like Ebuka said, I watched the film too, and I was just I gotta be more poised, gotta be more calm down. Even though they're playing fast, I feel like in that state, I feel like I could play even more poised and slow down. So, yeah.
All right, Chisom, you pulled off a play that Draymond does a lot, where you fake the handoff and then to get yourself for the dunk. So, what was going through your mind at that moment?
Yeah, so in the huddle, our coaches noticed a lot that they were fronting the guy every time we run that specific play. So one of our coaches was just keep the ball, just attack him, see if he helps, and then I attacked him and I was too wide open. So yeah, I just finished the play off.
Chiz, you've been a part of the entire Kyle Smith era. Where does this win rank amongst those wins?
Yeah, personally, this is probably a big win for me. Last year had a interesting outcome to the game last year, but this year for sure definitely positive in my book.
Hey, Chisom, in the first half, those two offensive fouls,
Yeah.
questionable at best.
100%.
What did you tell yourself as you had to go to the bench knowing that some of that was out of your hands?
Yeah, no, 100%. I felt like my teammates did a great job of keeping my head up. The crowd did a great job of keeping my head up, booing when the call was made. But personally, I knew what I could do. I knew I could control. I spoke to the ref a little bit, and he just understood that he maybe made a mistake. So I knew I just had to keep attacking. The lanes were open, the lanes were there, and that's what I did second half.
This would be for either of you. Just when you watch the film of this team you're playing against tonight, they're coming off a 90-point performance. What was the biggest key for you all defensively, just in terms of trying to slow them down and make life tough on them tonight?
Yeah, 100%. First was mainly to identify the shooters in transition. Great caliber players, and McNeely, Hadley, and Woolley. They all played extremely well, and just really identifying them in transition, and then really try to control the pace of the game.
Hey, Ebuka, question for you on defense. Looked like you worked really, really hard to deny the perimeter passing game, take guys away from the ball, McNeely mainly. How big of a focus was that tonight to keep them? It was a season low 27 3-point attempts.
Mm-hmm.
As funny as that sounds, but Louisville hoists all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a focus was that for you, and how do you feel about your effort?
Yeah, it was a really big focus coming into the game. I think they lead the country in either, 3-point attempts or something. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a big focus for us coming in, just run them off the line. Just stop them from just shooting a lot of threes. And, I've been taking a lot of pride in my defense. Although I didn't have my best game against Notre Dame, I feel like I guarded and defended really well. And I feel like that was a good positive I could take away and just continue to do it in the next coming games like I did today.
If we could just talk about what you got out of Ryan from the perimeter. He was, I think, a perfect 4 for 4 from 3-point range. Just talk about how huge his 3-point shooting was tonight.
Yeah, it was really huge. I mean, I see it every day in practice, him just knocking down shots. And so, when he was hitting it in the game, I wasn't surprised at all.
Chisom, you have your 4 home games. It started with Louisville, then you got North Carolina, Duke, and Cal. How important is it to start that off with the win?
Yeah, no, it's great. Gives us great confidence, and specifically to trust in our own abilities, and really, just like I said, confidence in our own roles. But you know, we take it one game at a time. We don't look too far in the future, so we're just ready for this road trip coming up.
All right, Ebuka, halftime, you doubled your total score last game. So what was your mood going into the halftime in the locker room as opposed to the Notre Dame game? So what was your mindset?
My mindset, I would just say just continue to be aggressive. Obviously, I started this game way better, so obviously just keep the momentum going. And I felt like I said earlier, like in the Notre Dame game, I felt like I just started off too slow. So that was like a very like main focus of mine coming into this game, just be more aggressive to start off the game.
Chisom, what does it say about your team? You guys were able to win a very back and forth game. There were 12 multiple lead changes in this one. You guys were able to still kind of pull this out. What was that kind of stuff?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, you know, we have a star player here in Ebuka, but outside of that, I feel like the returners, you know, we really matured and understood like what to do in game situations, and specifically trusting our abilities, trusting our defense, and you know, just rely on each other and just trust each other. And you see, like at the end, Jeremy made a huge layup, huge steal, and then Benny hit the free throws, and Ryan hit it, was perfect from the line, perfect from the three. So just really always being ready and confident in our abilities when we have the right open shot.